friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm glad you found my channel. My name is Mari, I'm a doctor turned lifestyle entrepreneur, and in this channel I talk about tools and strategies to help you create a happier, healthier and more fulfilling life by spending your time and energy more intentionally. In this video, I'll share 7 life-changing habits to get you feeling more energized, motivated, and focused every single day. As John Maxwell remarkably said, the secret to your success is found in your daily routine. That means if you want to change your life, you need to incorporate new habits into your daily routine. To help you establish new habits, I created a 50-day habit tracker that you can download for free using the link in the description box. I love habit trackers. They are a great tool to keep us motivated and accountable to establishing new habits, which is key for achieving our goals. You can take the 7 habits from this video as an inspiration when defining the habits you want to work on. So without further ado, let's dive in and explore these life-changing habits. Habit 1 is to move your body in a way that you love. I try to exercise for at least 30 minutes every day because I feel like outside of that, I'm just sitting down all day. I have been reflecting on our modern lifestyles nowadays, and one thing that strikes me is that so much involves sitting down indoors. According to research, the average adult spends from 7 to 10 hours sitting down every single day. I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend my whole life sitting down inside a box. That doesn't sound fun. And that's why my number 1 tip to incorporate exercise into your routine is to find an activity that you truly love. You know, something that you genuinely look forward to and find fun to do. My favorite things to do are to go for a run or a cycle because I get to be outdoors and really experience life in a different way. You don't need to limit yourself to the gym or running. There's so much out there, so be creative. You could try swimming, dancing, rollerblading, whatever. But it is important that you give that activity a fair chance and commit to doing it for at least 3 months. Because, trust me, nobody likes being a beginner. It sucks. And I promise that as you develop your skills, that activity is going to be even more fun. The most important thing is that you find a way to move your body that makes you feel good. I hope this inspires you to move your body and try out different sports. Now it is time for me to go to the gym. Habit number 2 is to nurture your body by following a healthy diet. I always prioritize eating foods that fuel my body and honor my health. The foods that we eat not only affect the way that we look, but most importantly, the way that we feel. I've done small improvements to my diet over time. Nowadays, I can say that I have a diet that I love and that makes me feel good. My diet is about 80 to 90% whole foods. The other 10 to 20% of the time, I allow myself to enjoy some other type of foods, some industrialized or processed foods, whatever I feel like eating, because I truly believe in the power of a balanced diet. It does take time and effort to intentionally change your diet and also train your taste buds to truly appreciate natural foods. This might take years, but it is so worth doing it. So now I'm going to have my breakfast. I usually go through phases, and right now I've been having eggs for breakfast. But sometimes it is porridge or Greek yogurt with granola. Habit number 3 is to limit your screen time. That is the time that you spend on your phone, your laptop, or maybe your tablet and TV. Technology has improved our lives in so many ways. However, it is so important that we use it very intentionally. And for that, I set a few rules for myself to avoid that unconscious, excessive, or compulsive use of screens. Rule number 1 is daylight before screen light. The first hour of the day sets the tone for the rest of the day. I really don't want to spend any of those precious minutes staring at my screen. Rule number 2 is no screen hours. Personally, I avoid using my phone before 11 a.m. and after 8 p.m. And that is because in those first hours of the day, I really want to be fully focused on myself, on my well-being, on my health, and on my goals. I avoid screens after 8 p.m. because I know I'm tired and I'll probably end up scrolling way too long on social media, and that is going to affect my mood and my bedtime. Rule number 3 is no screen zones. I personally avoid using my phone on bed and at the kitchen table. That's because those are the places I tend to waste too much of my time unconsciously scrolling on social media. In order to avoid that, I just set this rule for myself. I want to encourage you to set a few rules to avoid using screens excessively, and also to choose a few activities that you could do to replace your screen time. I promise you it's going to feel so satisfying when you get in the habit of doing those activities instead of wasting countless hours on screens. Now it's time to start the work day. Habit number 4 is to plan your day. The first thing that I do each morning is to review my weekly planner to check the task list and select the top tasks for me to complete on a given day. And I try to prioritize and get them done as early in the day as possible because life tends to get in the way during the day. And if you're not used to using planners like a weekly planner, a day planner, whatever, it is very likely that you will schedule way too many things for you to do and you won't get to tick off all of those tasks. That is just an indication that your plan was a little unrealistic, and that happens to the best of us. You can learn from that experience and set a more realistic plan next time. Now, the skeptical might be thinking, what is the point in creating a plan if the plan won't work? I have a quote for you. No battle was ever won according to plan, but no battle was ever won without one. In short, plans are useless, but planning is essential. It really is essential for us to stop and think about the actions that we need to take to actually achieve our goals. Even though I've always been that person juggling different projects, I've never had a planner until last year. I swear that I don't know how I used to function, run my life without a planner. It's just inconceivable to me. If you want to get started planning your weeks, I recommend that you download my weekly planner for free using the link in the description box. I have a video tutorial explaining how you can use my weekly planner to plan your week. I'm sure it's gonna be an absolute game changer. I need to warn you, it does take some time to get used to using a planner, so commit to using a planner for at least 4 weeks, and I promise that at the end of the 4 weeks, you won't look back. I love my weekly planner. It's in a PDF format, so you can download and print it out and use it in a physical form or your digital devices. I have a little surprise for you. I've been working on a weekly planner Notion template. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my upcoming video on how to use my weekly planner Notion template. I'm sure you're gonna love it. Habit 5 is to romanticize your life. For me, romanticizing is all about approaching daily tasks with a sense of joy and excitement. It's about being fully present in the moment and truly engaged with the activities we are doing. We can only achieve this by changing our mindset in approaching daily tasks from the I have to I get to. This way, we can reframe our daily activities from chores to privileges. I know from experience that it does take time and effort to change your thinking pattern, but it is so worth it. One thing that really helped me change the way I approach tasks was to think of past Mari being so proud of me for being able to handle these tasks now, and thinking of future Mari being so thankful to present Mari for developing her abilities by doing the tasks at hand. In this book, Feel Good Productivity, Ali Abdaal talks about approaching work with less seriousness and more sincerity. Our approach basically determines whether we are going to feel engaged or pressured by the work that we are doing. And the answer generally involves upgrading the vibe, whether it is through music or video, or changing up the location, going to different places, or meeting up different people. This shift in mindset allows us to find pleasure and fulfillment in even the most mundane tasks. This is the key to not only feeling good about the work that we're doing, but also to increasing our productivity and motivation. I could literally create a whole video on how I romanticize my life to find more joy, fulfillment, and meaning in daily tasks. But let's move on to the next habit. Habit number 6 is to learn something new. It is the most important habit if you want to change your life. I personally follow my curiosity and interests and try to learn something new every single day. My favorite ways to learn new things are from books, podcasts, YouTube videos, and courses. I love self-development and business books. I always get so inspired and motivated after reading them. I love using the Shortform app to discover new books and also to review the key points from different books that I've read in the past. Shortform is an app that summarizes books and is available on mobile and desktop. You can quickly discover the book's top ideas with their one-page summary before diving deep into the chapter-by-chapter summaries. They also suggest reflective and practical exercises to help you implement what you learn. The best part for me is that you can not only read the book summaries, but also listen to them. This way, you can learn the spelling of the words and the correct pronunciation. If you want to try Shortform, I have a special link in the description that gives you free access for 2 months and also 20% off on your annual subscription. Habit 7 is to follow a consistent sleep schedule and night routine. Sleep impacts every single aspect of our health. That includes our physical, mental, and emotional health. If you have been struggling with your weight, thoughts, or mood, sleep is the number one thing you need to fix. That's because getting quality sleep is fundamental to our overall well-being and functioning. If you want your brain to function at peak performance, you need to prioritize your sleep. When it comes to sleep, both the quantity and quality are really important. To ensure that you get enough hours of sleep, create a sleep schedule that works for you, considering your commitments and personal preferences. The most important thing is that you can follow it at least 80% of the time. To improve the quality of your sleep, create a night routine that works for you. I like to follow the 3-2-1 rule, which is no food 3 hours before bed, no drinks 2 hours before bed, and no screens 1 hour before bed. In the last hour before bed, I try to wind down by organizing my space, doing some self-care and personal hygiene, and also reading, meditating, and doing breath work. The quality of your sleep affects your alertness, concentration, and productivity the next day. I see a lot of people trying to optimize those things, trying different hacks to be more productive, while overlooking the fundamental thing, which is sleep. If you don't sleep well, this is the number one thing you can do to improve your productivity and your overall well-being. Thanks for watching until the end. Make sure to download the habit tracker to stay accountable for establishing these new habits. Getting the habit tracker is the most important step you can take right now to create a change in your life. Don't miss this opportunity. Let me know in the comments below which of these 7 habits would have the highest impact on your productivity and well-being. If you're looking to improve your morning and night routines, I suggest that you watch my routine videos next. I hope to see you there. Bye!